women were used as like that one, like here's the sex appeal, here's how we're gonna get women to listen to our music. Where now it's about us being the music, you know?
Yo, I'm Joey Etch with Double XL, doublexlmag.com, Double XL Higher Level Radio with DJ Digital too. You know what time it is? Another edition of Double XL's The Break Live. We're on some true MC type of time today because Maiya the Don is coming through. Coming up out of Brooklyn, Maiya is a true student of the game. She's known for tracks like Telfie and Dusty's and her debut mixtape Hot Commodity. And she's exactly that, for real. A few months ago, Maiya was handpicked actually, by Lotto for Double XL's first ever all-female cipher lab, and she killed it. She just dropped a new single today called Mean It. It's up for Maiya the Don right now. Got a lot to get into. Let's see where she's at. Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. My name is Joey. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I'm excited to have you today because I just think you got a lot of momentum and you're just a dope MC. So thanks for joining me. So the new single dropped today. We can start with that. It's called Mean It.
It's called Mean It. I'm so excited. It's actually very different than anything I've ever put out. Very fresh and, sexy, and I love it.
I liked it too. Tell us about it. Tell us about
It's that it's different.
Yeah.
I made it sometime in December, January, I want to say.
Okay.
And I just was so obsessed with it. I was obsessed with the guitar and the sample, and I loved it.
Yeah, I love the purple guitar on the cover too.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fire. So, what's the temperature been like in the hours since the track dropped?
Oh my God. That's so crazy. Everybody's loving it. It's getting a lot of love from my fans.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it's like being received well because I was a little nervous because it's so different.
Yeah, switching it up a little bit is good though, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So has there been anything that surprised you about the way that all your music has been received since you dropped the song or Hot Commodity at the end of last year? Anything that surprised you?
I don't know. I felt like I knew my music is good, and I was
Yeah.
just waiting for everybody to catch on. So I don't
Yeah.
think I'm surprised at all.
Now, in what ways has your life changed since you've been blowing up on the music tip?
Oh man, it's like a full like 180. It's like so completely different. Like I'm around different people, like personally and professionally.
Okay.
I'm getting a lot of like amazing opportunities doing things that I never thought I would be able to do in rooms that I never thought that I would be in. I've gotten like huge cosigns from people that mean so much to me. Like it's crazy.
What's been your favorite cosign?
Probably Kim, Cardi B. I think the one that like shocked me the most was Mariah Carey. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. And was that before or after the sample?
This was before. It was before it came out.
Okay.
And she like heard it and she was like, oh my God, love it. And I was like, are you joking? Because I love Mariah Carey. I have a video of me when I was younger and I'm like sobbing, crying. I'm like 6, 7 years old and I'm crying. And they're like, why are you crying? And I'm like, because I'm not Mariah Carey.
Oh my God. That must have been like an out of body experience.
Yes.
That's crazy. So how are you handling the spotlight yourself?
I think I'm adjusting to it well, Of course, sometimes it can get like overwhelming and like a little bit overbearing, but it's something that I wanted, so I never complain about it.
Sure. What do you do for yourself in those moments to sort of settle your hash a little bit? Like,
I think I just take a nap. I think sleep solves everything, so I'm like, I need a nap, I need to regroup, I need like a reset, and then we can like jump back in and figure everything out.
sure. So with trying to balance and everything like that, what's the typical day in your life like?
Well, typical day in my life, I don't like to wake up early, so I'll wake up like 11. I'll take my dogs out to pee. We eat, we chill. I'll probably go into the studio and work. I have like a little setup in my apartment.
Okay.
I'll probably like work there, annoy some of my team, cook. I love to cook. And if I have like rehearsal or like I go to the gym,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no doubt. So, what is the most exciting thing that you found about? What's the most exciting thing to you about finding success through music specifically?
The most exciting thing, I think the most exciting part for me is the fact that I'm doing it. You know, it's like super fulfilling to do something that, you know, not a lot of people get to do and like
Yeah,
be like paid for it or like recognized for it. You know, I'm doing things that I love to do every day and I'm so blessed for it and I'm like making my younger self happy every day, you know?
yeah, that I feel that. That's love. So, that's what's up. For anyone just being put on right now, we're joined by Maya the Don for Double XL's The Break today.
Mhm.
Uh, for someone who may not know, where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
I know that's right. You know, what does it mean to you to be representing a place that is so deep rooted in the culture and the art that you make?
Oh man, I hope that I'm just doing justice for my city. That's what I hope. You know, I always say like Brooklyn breeds bosses and they breed like the best rappers ever in the world, you know. So I just hope that I can keep on like with the torch, passing the torch and you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Now, are you from the sty?
I'm from East New York.
Okay, all
Yeah, I'm
right,
from
no
East New
doubt,
York.
no doubt. So, what were some of your early aspirations? What did you see yourself doing as a kid?
So when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pop star. I wanted to be Hannah Montana.
All right,
But my grandmother told me that I could not sing. So I no longer wanted to be a
okay,
pop star. But I always had like that like desire in my little heart. And then I wanted to be like a lawyer. And then lawyer went to therapist. So I'm in school for clinical and abnormal psych right now.
yeah.
Yeah. But when I was like a teenager, I used to like write poems and stuff, and I would be like, I could rap a little bit, but I never took it seriously.
Wow, wait, so you are a psych major,
Hmm
you said, and what was the other one?
I do clinical and abnormal psych.
Okay, wow. So so how do you find time for that?
I don't. I like. It's really hard. It's really really hard. It's not like easy, and I don't wish this upon my worst enemy. But you know, it's something that I wanted to do. I made a promise to myself that I would finish school and graduate. Um, Doing something with the degree is different, but I
Yeah,
wanted it, so I'm like trying. It's a lot of emailing my teachers for extensions.
I would bet, but much respect to you for that.
Thank
That's
you.
pretty fire. So all right. So coming from where you're come specifically, and it doesn't have to be from there, but what artists influenced you in the past the most?
Oh my gosh, I would say everybody. Like I'm so heavily inspired by specifically people from New York. I think I take and steal from everybody. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like it's like no one person that I can say, oh, I wanted to be a rapper because I saw this person, you know? It's
Okay,
like everybody feeds me in a different way, you know what I mean?
sure, sure.
But like Jay-Z, Rick Ross, um, Misty Elliott, you know, Beyonce, I love Beyonce. That's my girl.
No doubt.
Drake, like I just love everybody.
No doubt. No doubt. So now you mentioned, you know, you were just messing around rapping as a kid and stuff, but like when did you start rapping? How old
I
were you?
started rapping seriously like 2 years ago.
Okay. All
Like
right.
actually like, oh, I wanna make like a bar like 2 years ago. But before then, I was just like, I would do like little raps to battle my brother. I have a brother, and we would like freestyle and like rap battle. So we would do
Okay.
stuff like that, like watching like the Freestyle Fridays on 106 in Park.
Yeah.
Would like do it. But I just wanted to like, you know, have fun with my brother. That's like how we like
That's
bonded,
what's
I
up.
suppose.
That's what's up. Did you hit him? Do you remember any bars you hit him with that were super hard?
Uh-uh, they were definitely not as good as they are now.
No
For
doubt.
sure not.
No doubt. All right, cool. So 2 years ago, what was the first song you officially recorded? The first.
Oh my goodness. The first song I've recorded officially? Um, man, I think it's. I think it's a song called 222.
Okay.
I think that's what I recorded like officially for the first time ever.
That
But you know what?
angel number right there.
I recorded like a rap that I did in my cousin's basement when I was like 12.
Wow.
So maybe that's the one.
Cool. All right. So now, what was the exact moment though that after you started taking it seriously that you knew that you were really onto something with your music? What was that first taste of success?
I think Telfie, that's
Yeah.
the first time that I put something out and it was received. Well, it's like my first song ever. But it's the first song that I did and like felt really confident about. You know?
Sure.
I feel like before then it was always like me taking steps to grow and learn, and I just needed to have some type of experience so I could feel like I knew what I was doing. Where when I meet Telfie, I was like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Bet. Now, Telfie started going on IG. Was it TikTok?
Yes, everywhere. Like I
Everywhere.
posted the snippet,
Yeah.
and it was like crazy. A million views on every platform the same day.
That's what's up. That's amazing. All right. So now, recently, you were handpicked by Lotto herself to throw it down in the first ever all female double XL Cypher
Yeah.
Lab, which you absolutely smoked, by the way.
Thank you.
How did it make you feel when you got that call? That you were
Oh, I was excited. I was excited, but I was also like super nervous because we did the cipher 2 days before I was leaving for tour.
oh,
And
okay.
my mixtape was coming out, and it was just like so much happening.
Sure.
And I remember being like, I can't do it. Like it's too short notice. Like I don't have time.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't like really like focus on writing like a crazy verse for this. Like I
Yeah.
can't do it. And then the day before I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And then I did my verse like on the way there. It was like so like nerve wracking, but I'm so grateful that she chose me. Lotto is so sweet and so kind and like so genuine, and she's like supported me from the moment that I met her.
Yeah.
So it was really awesome to do it with her and like for her to like handpick me. I was like, Period. You know what I'm saying? Because not too long ago, I was just like a fan, you know?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
everybody who was a part of it is so incredibly talented. I admire every single one of them. Um, and you know, Flo's my sister. We was literally going on tour, so it was great that she was a part of it too. It was just such a great experience all around,
Yeah.
and I was so grateful for it.
Bet. Now, with the Lotto thing and the flow thing, is it important to you to have earned the type of respect from your peers that you have?
Um, Important, nah, but
Okay.
meaningful, yes. I think it means so much to me because, like I said, I was just fans of these women, you know. So to be their peers, if to be accepted is like, it's amazing, it's awesome. But I think the only person that I'm looking for like that, I guess like the only cosign I need is myself. So it's like you could love me or you could hate on me. I don't care. I'm doing it regardless, you know. But it's great that I'm being received well.
Bet. Now, it's no question that much for the reason for that cipher that women are just dominating hip hop. It's been a long time now at this point.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts on exactly why it is that women are dominating the way they are?
I think what it is now is that we're just finally getting the respect that we deserve. You know, for a long time, women in hip hop are used as like an accessory. Like, oh, women are gonna it's all the guys and then the one girl in the crew. You know, we see it with Eve, with Rough Riders. We've seen Emil with Rock Nation and so on and so forth.
Yeah, the one in
So
the
like,
crew.
right, it's just like every like women were used as like that one. Like, here's the sex appeal. Here's how we're gonna get women to listen to our music, where now it's about us being the music, you know? We have
Mm-hmm.
something to say. It's like so many people think that there's like men who are spoon feeding women on what they should or shouldn't say in their music and what, you know, is gonna come across. And I feel like now it's like, nah, this what I wanna say, this what I'm doing, this time, you know?
Yeah.
And it is what it is. And I think that's
Bet.
now we finally getting our foot in, and the men are falling off because they're getting lazy. You know, women work harder, we're better at everything. So I think that's what it is.
No doubt. No doubt. Now, in your opinion, and I don't mean to say competitive in the way that it's like pitting any women against each other or anything like that, but it is a competitive space and it's a competitive industry anyway.
Mhm.
What is it, in your opinion, about yourself that makes you stand out in that competitive space?
I don't think there's anybody like me. There's nobody that sounds like me, that looks like me. There's nobody that raps in the style of music that I rap in, you know? So I don't think there's any comparison in that realm. And whether you want to believe it or not, then that's just how I feel. You know, I feel like a lot of people compare me to all different types of people, and it's like trying to compare me to five different people who sound nothing alike just
Hmm.
makes you understand just how uh expandable I am and how different I am, and trying to force a comparison is silly. And so I feel like my individuality is something that I ride on heavily, and it's you have to be like ignorant to like not see it.
I would agree with that for sure. Um, Dope. So, what direct impact do you think that you've made on your always growing audience so far, on your fans?
I think I make women feel confident. I feel like I make people feel strong in themselves and empowered. I always say my goal is to make women feel beautiful and to make men feel like shit because I don't make music for men. I make music for cocky bad bitches. So that's always my goal. I want people to feel like me. I feel like every room I step in, I'm the biggest. I'm, the brightest. I'm a star, and I want everybody to live in that and relish in that. And I hope that that's what's getting across.
Where does that drive from within you come from?
I mean, look at me.
I love
I
it.
think when I was younger, I had the pleasure of being told that I was beautiful every day. So I've never felt the opposite. And like just from looking at my life and the things that I've worked hard for, I can't imagine not getting the things that I want at this point. Since I've gotten everything else. So it's like it just makes sense. I'm very confident in myself and the fact that I can make mountains move if I wanted to.
I love that. So dope. So what's next then? What could we expect on the music tip? Anything you're excited about?
So much new music, new visuals. I'm hoping to drop so much more often than I did last year. I'm putting out a project on tour. I'm doing Rolling Loud Europe,
Yeah,
headlining my first show
nice.
very, very soon. So I'm so excited for everything that's happening. For me, it's going to be a very big and busy year for me.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
Dope. So, are there any ways that we talked about how the new single is a little different and things like that. Are there other ways that you plan on, changing your approach to your sound or anything like that?
Absolutely. I'm still a student. I'm learning and growing every day. You know, I came out so fast and so quickly. I was literally still in the process of learning and immersing myself in music. And, I'm learning how to produce. I've been learning how to record myself. So a whole bunch of things that I want to try. I just don't feel like there's any limit to my success or my sound. And I do feel very strong at my pen. I'm very talented.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
I just want to
That's
try everything. I don't want to box myself in.
dope.
I want to,
What are you
music
gonna
is
try?
fun.
What's
Well,
gonna be
I'm Puerto Rican, so
bet?
get some music in Spanish. Collaborating with.
You're gonna
Um,
rhyme in Spanish? Word.
Absolutely.
I
Yes,
like
of
that.
course I have music in Spanish and collaborating with, other Spanish speaking artists, just broadening my audience.
That's fire. Now, when you write in a different language, does does the pen game change at all? Like, do you find it more difficult? Do you find it easier to deliver bars? How's the wordplay come along? Because I know you're packed with that in English.
Thank you. Yeah, it is a little bit more difficult, especially because I don't speak it as often. I was fluent, but when you don't speak it, you lose it. So I think
Yeah,
that's what it is. But it's all exercise. You got to do it to do it to do it to do it to do it, and then you're great at it.
no doubt. So, tell me about that pen game then. What's the creative process, right? How do you approach it? Do you come off the top like Hove? Do you write?
Oh man, no, I write. I feel like, well, I do a bit of both because I find that like writing a verse is you're more intentional. The best things come out of writing, putting pen to pad, and like really putting thought behind it, where like going in the studio and just like freestyling
Mm-hmm.
is like, it's cool, but like not everybody is Hove, and I want everybody to get out of that trend and start rapping again. And that's the problem with the boys right now. Everybody thinks that they Lil Wayne. They heard Lil Wayne did it, and now they think that they could do it, and they are not Lil Wayne. Okay,
Right. Yeah.
everybody needs to stop. Okay, think about the things you're saying, be intentional about it. The music sounds so much better. But I do like to like freestyle when I'm home, and I'll go live, and I'll like, do a little quick verse for my fans, and it's just easy, it's quick, it's fast, it's fun. And it's like thoughtless, and it's just to exercise,
Uh,
that
That's exactly what it is.
muscle,
Keep it in rap
exactly.
shape. That
But
muscle
I like
memory.
to write. I think of things all day long. Like I'm like, oh, let me write that down. So I have like my notes app that's just full of like random stuff that I'm thinking about.
That's what's up.
Because I always feel like the best bars are just like corny jokes, but they sound cool because you rapping.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm the corny joke queen.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's exactly it too. That's like that real MC spirit, like I said at the beginning. Like that's you. I get that from you a lot. Um, Now, speaking of that, what are your thoughts on the state of lyricism in hip hop right now, specifically?
Oh man, I feel like we have our core people that's gonna give us the things that we're looking for in terms of like rapping. I love people like Benny the Butcher. I think Benny the Butcher is the best rapper right now. I love
Okay.
Benny. He's a perfect rapper. Conway, like Griselda is like, that's who I go to for that. Or like
Hmm.
Drake will give us that. Like of course, occasionally he got his like, his fun whatever. But I think Drake is that. But right now I feel like we're losing recipes in terms of rap. People are really focused on the hype of it all. I think people's attention spans is dropping. Nobody cares about the things that are being said and the intention that goes behind the things that are being said, which is why so many people are like in and out. And but you know what? I do feel like it's like necessary to, have the fun music so
Hmm.
that when we listen and we are ready for the bars, it's, what I'm saying? We understand the difference. It's like a white t-shirt,
I agree.
a basic, everybody needs it, throw it on real quick, get what it is. That's what, the fun music is. But then when you want to get dressed and you want to put that shit on and you need that shit, that's when you're going to go turn on the Griselda,
Right,
the
right.
Rhapsody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get all that, and there is room for everything,
Yeah.
and there's this place and a time too. Now, if you do want to turn up and have that fun music, what's your go-to?
I think Sexy Red got it real bad for me right now. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of a R&B girly. I can't do rap music all the time. I make rap music all day, every day.
Yeah,
So I love me a R&B vibe. Bryson Tiller's album is like perfection to me.
fire.
That album's so good. The
Hmm.
song Child, so good.
Yeah,
It's so good.
yeah. He is on one right now.
Yeah.
What's the ideal collab at this stage of the game? Is it somebody you've already collabed with? You've done a lot. Is it
I think I'm really looking to collab with more women. I don't have many songs with other women, so like I hope that me and Cardi can get in the studio one day. Lotto, Flo always, like Mona Leo, very big fans of them. I'm really a big fan of Rob 49 and Skilla Baby. I love them. I don't know what it is. Like
yeah,
Rob's voice is just like crazy to me.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah. He's one of those true MCs too. And then that joint with Skilla was fire.
Yeah.
Yo, so what is the most challenging thing you find about making music?
I think getting time to do it. Nobody told me that when you become a rapper, the thing that you're gonna spend the least amount of time doing is like making music. I feel like I have to do a million things before I
Right.
can reach the studio. So probably that, but also probably like feeling inspired. I feel like there's no more producers. Like where are the producers? Everybody
Mm,
wants to sample, and I feel like because Telfie's like my first song, but also my biggest, people always want to give me a sample. And I'm very particular about the samples that I choose because I don't like lazy ones.
okay.
Like, bro, you just took this whole beat and added a new 808. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate shit
Hmm.
like that. So I think finding inspiration from these beats that producers are sending me is one thing.
Hmm.
Um, because I'm very picky again. I'm very picky and I'm
Yeah.
heavily involved in the process. So I like to work from scratch a lot. But I've been working, how I've combated that has been working closely with producers like Ben Crow got it. Um, I'll go in from scratch. I'll be like, add this. This is what we starting with. This is the loop we going with. Do something.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's all right. So that says a lot about your creativity there too. And I was going to ask you because I know he produced Mean It that dropped today. What's it like working with a producer like Bankroll?
Oh, I love them so much. They are like the goofiest
Yeah,
pair of people ever. Like
yeah.
they're so fun and they're so like invested in my success. I feel like they're like so willing to work and down to work at like any time. Like they're just like really amazing and they understand me when I be like, okay, make the beat go boop 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 and not beep beep boop boop. You know? And they're like really patient. They're like amazing. Like I love working with them. Super respectful, super like sweet. It's like we're like a family now.
Dope. Cool. So now we can talk about some shows, right? I know you showed out on the Flow Milli tour
Yes.
that you talked about, right? And you just said you got your first headlining show coming up?
Yes, yes, I'm looking for headline my first show over in London as well as in New York.
Dope.
Everywhere. So I'm excited. And I also have Rolling Loud Europe. I'm doing the
Yeah.
Splash Festival. And I'm so excited.
Fantastic. When you take that stage, describe the feeling that you get when you're in front of that crowd.
Oh, I be nervous. I be so nervous. I be like, oh my God, I have to pee. I'm gonna throw up. Please, somebody give me a fucking bottle of water and something because I'm gonna explode. I be so like, nervous, but then I be like, I hear my DJ in my ears, and I'm like, okay, we're cool. It's like right.
I was literally just about to ask you, I have it written here, it's funny, if you ever have any spare time, what do you do yourself? But you're a whole psych major. So that question is ridiculous. Uh, but what would you say is the nicest thing that you've done for yourself since your
But
career
nice.
started blowing up? Yeah.
I think I'm too nice to myself.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's the problem. I'm like constantly gifting myself, like, because I deserve it. That's my favorite thing to say. It's like, I've been working hard. I deserve it.
No doubt.
So
No
I
doubt.
think stuff like that. I actually think I like don't like take many vacations or much time off. So the way that I like be like when I'm like stressed, I'm like, ugh, I just need a woosah. I go like buy a bag. I
Nice.
bought this like
Nice.
30-year-old Louis Vuitton bag, like a vintage Louis Vuitton. I love vintage items. It's like my favorite.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So what kind of dogs you got?
Oh my gosh, you hear them, right? I have
Yeah.
two giant pit bulls. They're bulldog mixes. They're like American bulldogs and pit bull mix.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, they sound big.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's like barking because I know I just got a delivery. So he's like,
Oh, no doubt.
yo, man.
Right. He's making sure the 30-year-old bag is straight before you get to it. No doubt. Hey, what advice would you give a young artist, maybe specifically female, who's looking to get into this rap thing?
Oh my gosh, consistency. Consistent. Be consistent. Feed your audience. Stop trying to like I feel like the problem is people want to like go viral and have their big moment so like they have all the eyes on them
Hmm.
and they're losing like their core fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
stick to your core fan base because you're all 1,000 of these people seeing you that's gonna come back again and give you 1,000 more views and 1,000 more views is gonna do so much more for you than trying to feed 100,000 and only five of them are gonna come back. You know,
Mm,
so feed your audience, know who is supporting you, and stick to that, and it will get bigger and bigger as time goes on.
that's real. That's great advice. Yo, Maya, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the Double XL audience?
Everybody go stream Mean It. Okay, guys, make sure you follow me and look out for the new music and the new visuals. I have so much coming, and I'm really excited.
Yo, where can they follow you on other platforms? Like they can see your IG, but like
They can
where
follow
they
me
can.
on Anything at Maya the Don, make sure you spell it right. It's Maiya.
No doubt. Yo, check out Maya the Don. Like she said, streaming on all platforms with Hot Commodity, Telfie, the brand new single Mean It. You can catch her spitting on live. If you can catch her spitting live, definitely go ahead and do that. Maya, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Looking forward to talking to you again. Be good, all
Thank
right?
you.